Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. We have started unit number 5, that is etiquettes. First of all, what is the meaning of etiquette? So in simple word, the etiquette means manners. Etiquettes means manners and till now we have studied what are etiquettes, why the etiquettes are required, where the etiquettes are required, and we have studied two topics, telephone etiquettes and foreign business trip etiquettes. So we have seen the various type of telephone etiquettes that are required while you are answering the call, while you are placing the call, while you are dealing with the angry customers. So for each and every situation, the etiquettes are different and that are to be learned, and that will be very much important for you in the future while you will be doing job or you will be talking with or dealing with someone. Okay. And similarly, we have also studied the foreign business trip etiquettes, and that etiquettes are also required while you will be visiting in foreign countries. Okay, and we have seen many things that are important for that, like you have to learn some daily phrases. Okay, daily, you the words that are used daily, that you have to learn. Okay, and if you are going in any country, try to love their food, try to love their culture. Don't show that you don't like anything about that country. Fine. So this was about the foreign business trip etiquettes. Today we are going to study about the next etiquette, that is small talk etiquettes. Okay, small talk. See, small talk means if you are meeting casually with anyone. Okay, if you are meeting casually with anyone, then these type of etiquettes will help. So these are some important points that are to be kept in mind while talking with someone casually, right? So first one is limit the word I to a minimum. Now limit the word I means many people have habit of saying that I am doing this. I'm means totally when you are meeting someone, totally you tell everything about yourself. वो बोलते हैं ना कि मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, मैं ऐसा करता हूँ. Tell your story in a short version and ask the other person to tell his or her story. It's not only about you, okay? It's always for two persons. If you are meeting two persons, if you are meeting with someone, then instead of telling everything about you, the I should be used minimum. That I, we, it should be about we. Okay, and try to show interest what he or she is saying. Okay, and if you will ask questions about that, okay, if he or she is saying something about her or him, okay, then you have to ask some questions, and this will show the curiosity that I am. That means you are interested in listening. Okay, so try to speak less about yourself and let the other person talk more. Fine. And the second one is make others feel important by eye contact and follow up questions. This is what I told before, that whenever you are talking with someone, means don't look at your phone. Many people have habit like they are meeting someone, they are just looking at the phone. They are not concentrating on what the other person is saying. Okay, it is important to show that you are listening, you are respecting the other person, and this can be done by eye contact. Okay, by eye contact you can do that, and by asking the questions, by follow up questions. Okay, by not looking at the cell phone. So looking at the cell phone should be totally avoided. Okay, then avoid whispering. Many people have a habit of saying something in the ears. Okay, whispering is risky because it sends the wrong message. It will not create a good impression. That will indicate that you are trying to hide something from the other person. For example, two person of the same company are meeting one person of the another company, and they are whispering among themselves. Okay, they are whispering. Then what the other people will think? The other person will think that they are talking about me. ठीक है, ये मेरे बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. They will feel like that. So it could be viewed as gossiping or being secretive, and it could negatively affect your image at the work. Okay, so try to avoid whispering. Okay, many people have this bad habit, so do not follow this habit. Okay, speak in a language that is inclusive. Fine. If you are talking to someone in a language that is not English and other people come along to join you and they do not speak your Vietnamese, it's polite to switch to English and include them in the conversation. Like two Gujaratis and one Marathi is there. Okay, you are working in Mumbai. One Marathi is there, two Gujaratis are there, and then two Gujarati persons will talk in Gujarati. And if the Marathi enters, then you have to try to speak in Hindi. Otherwise, what the Marathi will think then that these two Gujaratis do not want me to include in them. Okay, so speak a language that is inclusive. Okay, inclusive means it is accepted by all, it is known by all. Okay, these are the small talk etiquettes. These are required means at a professional level while you are working in any company or you are doing business, then these small things are very important. Make the people welcomed, not like they are interrupting. Okay, you do not have to show that they are interrupting. Always welcome the people, always try to work in a group. Fine. Then if any type of controversial topics are there, okay, then try to remain neutral. If three persons are talking, two are totally means fighting with each other and controversies are there, and if you are entering there, then what you have to do, you have to remain neutral. Okay, so rather than discussing more on the controversial topics, you have to be polite and give your views. Okay, so if anybody is asking for your opinion about something, then try to be diplomatic in your response. Try to see both the sides. Okay, these are the things that you have to study. Okay, these are known as the manners. If you give your honest options, be polite. Okay, and avoid proving your point. There is no need to prove your point. Just you have to give your views. Fine. So these are the basic small talk etiquettes that are required. Fine. In the next slide, we are going to study about the last topic of this chapter, that is time management. See, time management is very much important because everybody knows that time is money. Okay, so how to manage the time and how to set the priorities. So these all things are explained in the time management matrix. See, this is very much important. This matrix is very much important as per the exam point of view, as per the GTU point of view, as per the midsem point of view. So time management matrix that should be learned properly. See, we have divided it in four different quadrants. Okay, in vertical we have shown urgent and not urgent. In horizontal we have shown important and not important. Okay, so if we talk about the first quadrant, then in the first quadrant there are the activities that are important and urgent also. There are the activities that are important and urgent also. So if you are having time, okay, if you are having time, so how you can manage your time? First of all, you have to give priority to the important and the urgent work. Okay, then second thing, in the second quadrant you can see the things are important but not urgent. So the activities that are important and not urgent, they are mentioned in the second quadrant. In third quadrant, not important but urgent. Okay, and the fourth one, not important, not urgent. So according to the activity, according to the quadrant, you have to give priority to your work. Okay, like in first quadrant, which are the activities like crisis, deadlines. If deadline is there, so deadlines is obviously important and it is urgent, so you have to follow the deadline. So if you have been given the deadline of the project of 30 November, then by 29th November you have to complete the project. Okay, so before time you have to complete that. This will create a good impression of yours and this will show that you have a good time management. Fine. The next is second quadrant. The things are important but not urgent. Okay, important things are that but they are not urgent. So like production capability, development, relationship building, recognizing new opportunities. So these are the things that are not urgent but they are important. So that can be done at any time. Fine. The third quadrant consists of the not important but the urgent activities. Like if you are in a meeting and if you get an important call, okay, if you get a call and if you get some interruption, then that is urgent. Some calls, some mails, some reports, some meetings. Okay, so these are not important, but you have to do it urgent. Fine. Then not important and not urgent. Like there are some mails, that are not important. So we that are known as the time wasters. So do not give more time to the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant वालों को ज़्यादा time नहीं देना है. ठीक है? Do not give more time to the fourth quadrant activities. They are actually time wasters. If you want to manage your time, try to do the things in first and second quadrant. Fine. So we have shown the activities in different quadrants. Here you can see urgent and important, not urgent but important, not important but urgent, not important, not urgent. So if you will explain this matrix, okay, it is very much clear to you. It will clearly shows that what is the time management. Fine. So if the what will happen if the time management is not proper? If the time management is not proper, and if you are spending more time in the quadrant one, okay, in the first quadrant, see the things are important and urgent, then stress will be there, always putting out fires, burnouts will be there. And if you are wasting the time in third quadrant, then again what will happen? Things will go out of control, broken relationship. If fourth quadrant means totally irresponsible, you are doing that is of no use. Okay, so others will not respect you. So the time management should be very proper, and obviously the proper time management can be done in the second quadrant. Okay, like vision, balance, relationship, full control, excellence. These are some activities that are to be done in the second quadrant. So try to be punctual, try to use the activities that are used in the second quadrant. Okay, second quadrant, if you are working in the second quadrant, if you are giving priority to the second quadrant, then that means you are doing the time management properly. Fine, so this was about the time management. So here we complete our chapter number 5, that is etiquettes. If you are having any type of query, you can ask me, or you can send a message to me. Fine. So this was about chapter number 5. Okay. Have a good day. Bye bye.